Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to our lovely madam, Dr. Azalia. As you can see, my name is Nurhanis binti Basruddin and from AS2131B. Before we start, I would like to share a short story as a hint about my topic. A group of university students will enjoy their free time after submitting an assignment. Suddenly, one of them hurried back to the dorm to get ready for work, and turned out he was rushing to get to the cafe for his part-time job. The next day, he looked exhausted and stressed during the lecture. So let me start by asking question. How many of you have ever worked part-time while studying? As for me, I don't have any experience on part-time job, but nowadays it's common to see students doing part-time job while studying. Many people believe that work part-time helps students develop soft skills such as time management, communication, and responsibility. As a university student, I have personally seen many of my friends work part-time to gain experience and support their financial. Therefore, I'm confidently to share this topic because it is closely related to our daily student life. Now, I will present to you a pie chart that show the reason why students choose to do part-time job while studying. You are now looking at a pie chart taken from survey conducted among UITM students in 2017. It represents the main reason why students choose to do part-time job while studying. The data collected by a group of researchers from UITM Batam. From the pie chart, we can see that a mixed trend and the final support is the main reason why students work part-time. Other common reason includes gaining experience and pursuing hobbies and interests. Now, let me show to you the key feature of the chart. The highest portion of the chart is financial support, which makes up 29%. This shows that many students work to earn extra income for their studies and daily needs because money is very important. The second highest is gaining experience at 24%, followed by hobbies or interests at 21%. These students see part-time job as an opportunity to build their soft skill and explore personal interests. The lowest percentage are fun, which is at 15% and trending at 11%. This means only a few students work part-time for enjoy, and maybe it's maybe a popular among them. So in conclusion, this chart clearly show the most UITM students do part-time job mainly for financial and personal growth reason. I can say that money is very important nowadays because we use it to buy everything such as food, reference book, and pay college fees. Therefore, I believe that having a part-time is very useful for students to help cover their expense. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. and a very good morning to everyone. As you can see here, my name is Sharifa Atia Naira, binti Said Faridal Fahmi. I am from AS291 from the ITM Shah Alam, and today I'll be presenting. Before I start, I'd like to ask a simple question. What would you do if your monthly allowance could not cover the cost of meals, your textbooks, or even transport? Let's take a moment to think about this question. For most university students, the answer is quite obvious. You get a part-time job. Now, if you're thinking that all student jobs involve making deliveries or making coffee, you'd be dead wrong. In fact, some of these jobs might surprise you. Actually, some of them might even inspire you. You're probably wondering, what makes me credible for this presentation? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have conducted extensive secondary research as well as obtained a credible diagram to show you visually the data that I've collected. Allow me to present to you this diagram that has been created by Nippon.com based on the data from Recruit. Here on the vertical axis, we can see the different types of jobs chosen by university students. This includes hotel or accommodation worker, restaurant server, convenience store worker, interpreter or translator, fast food restaurant worker, supermarket or deli shop assistant, cleaner or building maintenance worker, office worker in a specific profession, and last but not least, research assistant at a university or similar institution. The horizontal axis represents the popularity of each job. As you can see on this diagram, the trend can be seen as mixed. The highest percentage of respondents chose hotel or accommodation work as their preferred part-time job. On the other hand, the least preferred option is research assistant at a university or similar institution. On average, most jobs preferred ranges between 13%, which is office worker in a specific profession, to 18%, which is restaurant worker. This shows a relatively balanced interest across the different jobs. Now, let's talk about the reasons why this graph looks the way it is. As we said earlier, the most popular job is the hotel or accommodation work. This is most likely due to the fact that these jobs have flexible schedules and do not require specialized degrees. When I say this, I mean that as university students, we are very busy, and it is important that these part-time jobs have flexible schedules so that we have time to attend our lectures as well as work. As for the research assistant at the university, this is not as popular as this is probably because it adds academic stress and is not as flexible as working at a hotel. And what I mean by academic stress is that these jobs require certain knowledge, certain expertise, such as being able to use Excel and knowing at least the basics of the subject that they are researching. And I think this is why students do not prefer working as a research assistant. And as we can see from the graph, between restaurant server and office worker in a specific profession, these have a relatively balanced interest, which means there's not much difference in preference between these jobs as they are heavier on the social aspects. For example, a restaurant server, you most likely just need to tend to customers or do basic review of the jobs. That is all from me. I hope that I was able to give you guys um, some useful insight on the different types of jobs and their popularities. And before you go, I would like to share with you this very simple and lovely quote that I found. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out by Robert Collier. This quote resonates with me because as university students, we have high expectations that we need to fulfill. And on top of juggling our academic life as well as our social life, we also have to find the time to make ends meet. That is all for me. Thank you.